for if it didn't pass?
It's a good question. I think if it'd be the same motion, it'd be basically a motion to reconsider. It's the same person bringing forth previously. It'd be a motion to reconsider the previous presentation of the nominee to the council.
Mr. Player, I know in the past, right, if someone had changed, changed their vote, then we didn't treat it, and we didn't reconsider. So it's, I understand your position on this, but I would hope that there'd be some sort of substantial change in terms of, the vote. If there was kind of new knowledge. But I think we would get, especially in this circumstance, we would get really tied down because I don't have a list of every time someone has been nominated. And, certainly, remember, it goes back maybe if it was the same person as the last meeting, but we've had a lot of people nominated.
That's why I wasn't sure.
So, and ultimately, right, it's up to the council. I appreciate, corporation council's, guidance on this, but certainly in trying to not stymie, moving forward on this issue, personally, I wouldn't enforce that interpretation. I don't, as long as we get to 4 votes, honestly, I would rather move forward if we can at some point get to 4 votes. But
So to the chair, you're saying just make the motion?
I would just make the motion.
Chairman?
Yes.
I had a question about that.
Yes.
So what about the rule about when you bring it back up, it has to be the person who voted in the opposite? Remember, it was a big thing, and we wanted to bring something up, and it had to be Mr. Remick because he voted for it, and he was the one that made the motion. So does that rule go away as well?
I believe that would help in the process, right? Actually, going back to what Mr. Plato said, now that I think about it, it would fundamentally, right, if the vote was 3-3, it would indicate that there has been something substantial that has changed, that somebody that voted against it has now changed their mind, and going through the motion to reconsider would be actually proper in that. So I know I'm saying it both ways.
Yes, you are.
I know. So,
so are you stating that I could make a motion to reconsider even if I was in the affirmative?
yeah, you can't. Yeah, you can't make a motion to reconsider if you were in the affirmative. Or
So it would need to be somebody who was.
well.
If you're going to follow.
Well, here's the problem with the motion to reconsider. Sorry, because again, there's the unique things of 3-3. Normally, a motion to reconsider needs to be somebody that was in the prevailing side of the issue. Either, in our case, 4 no, 3 yes, or 4 yes, 3 no. Right? In order to make the motion to reconsider, you had to be within the group that had 4. Because that, you have to, and I know this goes, yes?
I think it's the opposite of what you're saying. I think that it's the opposite. You have to be the one that, if you want to bring it up, you have to be one of the people that voted no to bring it up. So,
No, it depends on what the group was that prevailed. You have to be, in order to make the motion to reconsider, you have to be on the side that passed the motion. And I know this goes back, my example is the Wayne County Commission, right? My dad voted with the group that wanted it to be 28 commissioners because he wanted to be able to bring it up under reconsideration to make it 15. So that is often the tactic, even if you don't agree with the item, you actually vote for it so that you can bring it up and change it at a later date. So you have to be, whether the prevailing side meaning 4 yeses or 4 noes, in our case, when we have 3 and 3, there is no prevailing side.
Chairman,
Yes.
I thought that a motion to reconsider had to be made on the same day as the original vote. And then it would also had to be only by a member who voted with the majority on the original motion can make a motion to reconsider. But a motion to reconsider should be done the same day, not at a following meeting.
All right, well, we don't have a motion on the
Okay,
table.
so I will, if we can get maybe some clarification on that, and I
Sure.
will not do any motions as of right now, if we can get a clarification, if that's possible,
All right,
and what would be the best process.
all right.
Okay.
Is there any motion at this point? If not, that brings us to open business. Is there any open business from the council?
Chairman?
Councilwoman?
I had asked, I know some people are probably wondering with the whole Taylor School District and the bonds that were passed, and now they've announced that there's not a new high school. I know it's not art, right? It's school district, but it is on our taxes. I had asked Jason, and I don't know if the treasurer has any other follow-up, just, he's not here. He said he would speak more about it in the October, meeting. But that essentially the school district has only issued 18 million in the bonds, phase 1, and